there is one important topic in data dictionary that is called currency and quantity field handling. Okay, so suppose in your table, if you are having some currency or quantity field, then how you will handle, for example. Okay, so let me open my remote system quickly and remote desktop, and I will okay, but I will not get that field. No issue, I will show you some another example which is already there. Okay, so here, like just let me log into the system. Just a second. Okay, fine. So let's go to SC11 over here, and I will create quickly one table, a new table, because this is some another system, and maybe I can create one more table. So ZMB28 student, it will not be there. So let me click on this create button, and a student table. Okay, so this is our student table, maybe, or let me do one thing. I will create this time employee table. Already we have created a student table, so maybe I can create over here the employee table. Click on this create and employee table. Delivery class, let's select a maintenance allowed field. First field, I'm going to give the MANDT, and the data element also I'm going to choose the MANDT. Here employee ID I'm just going to give, and now I will not give any another field. I will go for the directly currency and quantity field. So for example, I have to give the salary, I have to define the salary of an employee, right? So it will be in either 1,000 rupees or 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever, so maybe I can write the salary over here. So this is your currency field. This field is known as, whichever the field is going to come in the form of a dollar or INR or euro. Okay, that field will be known as the currency field. So any employee salary will be there, like 1,000 euro or $2,000 or something like that, anything. Okay, so that field, if you have to denote, for that field you will have to give the you are supposed to give the currency field, currency data type. So if you press F4 over here, you will get the currency data type over here. Okay, so press F4 and search over here some, you will get one currency data type. Okay, you can see here currency field, right? So select this one, currency, this currency data type I have to. So here the data element which I'm going to use over here, that must have the data type as the currency data type. Okay, so here I'm searching about the data element which is having the data type as a currency. I will click on this OK button. It will give me all the data element which is having the currency data type. You can see over here, right? Or if you want, you can create your own data element. So Z salary, I'm just going to create a currency data type. Click on this. Already someone has created, but you can see this is int4, this is integer data type. So for salary kind of field, it is not better practice to use integer data type, though you can use, you know you can put some integer over there, but this is not a good practice. So for kind of salary or some quantity, quantity, that means weight, some material weight is how much, right? When you are going to buy some material, how much is that material? Or maybe suppose you are going to weight this employee, how much is the weight of this employee, 50 kg, 70 kg, right? So if some company wants to keep the information about the weight, there will come the quantity, right? But here we are having the currency field. Double click over here, click on the CS button, select this local package, and already we are having this salary. So what I will do, I will create one new. Okay, so because it's a currency, so just I'm giving for my understanding date salary currency, press enter. This is not there, you can see this is not there. Double click over here, click on the CS button, click on the CS button, and here I will give the salary. The domain, here you can give the domain with the same name, or you can create, you know a domain with a different name also. It all depends on you, right? Press enter, just save it, double click. Yes, I'm going to create a domain now. Okay, so here the salary also I'm going to give, and here I'm going to select the currency data type, right? So somewhere here is the currency, just select over here the number of characters, maybe in 4 characters or 5 characters I will give the salary, right? So click on this save button, local object, and just activate this one. So your domain got activated, right? Just go back. Here also you could have given directly using this built-in data type, you could have given, but I have used the domain, right? I have used the domain, so no problem, you can use domain also. uh, by using the domain, there is a different benefit. I have told you, right? You can use the fixed value over here, you can use the value table over here, so that's the benefit. If you want to use some conversion exit also, right, conversion routine, that also you can use if you are going to use the domain. So domain, using the domain is the better practice if you are going to define your table. So use the data element and domain, that's good. So here we have created the currency data type, that's good, right? But suppose you are going to show the salary of some employees something like 10,000, right? So what is the meaning of 10,000? There is nothing meaning of 10,000 without euro, without INR, without dollar, right? So for that purpose, you will have to tell to the system that this salary is in this format, whether it is in INR or whether it is in some another, right? So it can be anything. So for that purpose, you will have to define one reference. Okay, so that a reference must be in the format of currency key. So that INR, that dollar, you know that euro will come under the currency key, through which you are going to identify the amount, like how much amount. Okay, so this maybe as of now, I can give over here salary, you know, uh, currency. Directly you can give the currency, in which currency, right? In which currency you are going to show this salary. So for this also, what you can do, see, now what will happen, if you don't define this currency, it will not give any error as such, but for the salary it will ask that it is not able to, identify uh, the reference data type. So I can show you, click on this check button, right, and click on this yes. You will see that error will come, right? Data type is not supported, key field employee id has invalid type. Okay, what is this? Let me check first two. Okay, first two I have not given anything, that's why it is coming. So this is fine. Now you check and click on this yes button, and here you can see this is one what I wanted to show you. The salary specify reference table and reference field. Okay, so for this salary you must have to specify the reference table and reference field, because this is currency field. This salary is currency field. So what you will have to do, there is a tab over here called currency or quantity fields. You will have to come over here, click on this, and you will see the reference table and reference field is enabled for this salary field. Okay, that means you will have to give a reference table or the reference field which is going to represent the unit of measurement, right? So money you will measure in what unit? Either you will measure in INR or euro or dollar, right? So for that purpose, you have to give the reference table or reference field. So that's what I'm going to create a reference field over here. So currency, I'm going to give like a unit of measure, maybe currency UOM, I'm just giving. And here Z currency, you can define one more data element, Z currency UOM, right? This is not active. Double click over here, click on this yes button, and here unit, currency unit, you can write currency unit. And the domain, here you can again create with the same name, or you can give the different name also, that is also possible, or directly let's give, you can use this one also. Okay, but this is the better practice, so just I'm using domain, I'm creating the domain. So currency UOM. So data type, what you can do that, see, here you will have to use the currency key. Okay, so you can see here CUKY is the currency key, and just save it. By default it came 5, so that's fine. Click on the save button. Okay, and if you want, if you want, you can restrict over here also, right? If you want to give uh, something like going to change mode, and if you want to give fixed value, definition is not fill out for the, okay, for the currency key you are not allowed any fixed value over here. By default it will be taken. Okay, by default it will be taken care by the system itself, so there is nothing to worry over here. Fine, just go back and click on this activate button. So what I have done over here, I have defined the currency, right? I have defined the salary amount, 10,000, 5,000, whatever. And here I have defined the unit of measure for that salary. Come to this field now, and let me copy this table. Already I can copy, that is fine. I will copy this currency underscore UOM field. Come to this, okay. And here, what you can do, in the reference table, you can copy this table name, the same table I'm just giving. You can use the different table also, and there, unit of measure field you can use, so it will not give you the error. So the reference field I'm giving over here, that means for this particular field salary, it will be measured in currency UOM, and this field is here in the same table. So I have given the same table over here, and the same reference field I have given over. Just save it and check the syntax, and that's fine. Enhancement category for the table is missing. So if you want to remove this error, go to extra enhancement category and just can't be enhanced. I'm just going to select, so it will not give me any warning such as such. Click on this activate button, and data class, of course, you'll have to give some data class. Size category, click on the save button and just come over here, click on this OK, and now your table got activated, right? Similarly, if you want, you can give the quantity field as well. So maybe uh, employee weight, okay, how much his weight is there. So emp weight, maybe I can give this emp and underscore weight employee weight, and zemp weight. I can create one, you know, and data type. Click on this, double click on this, click on this yes button, and here in the same way what we have done, I'm going to do control V, press enter. It is not there. Double click over here, click on this local object, yes, and here I'm going to, select data type as quantity data type, QUAN data type. So you can see quantity means how much is his weight, right? 10 kg, 20 kg, 60 kg, how much his weight is there. So check the syntax. Here you can see some error is coming. That's fine. Here it is asking to give. So maybe person can be maximum of 999 kg. So I'm just giving 3 digit. So I will have to activate. I forgot to activate. Let me activate this domain. I have activated now. Click on this activate button so that data element also now got activated. Just go back and let me do one thing. Lot of noise is coming. I will decrease this one. Fine. Okay, just save it, and here also you'll have to give the, weight unit, right? So w, that means simply if you tell 60, 70, there is no meaning, right? So if we're going to give pound, ounce, kg, something like that, that is going to make sense. So weight unit and z w e I GST UOM. Press enter and double click over here. Click on this yes button and uh, weight unit, just I'm giving over here, and domain. So domain, maybe I can simply copy the same over here. Press enter, double click on this yes button, local object, yes, and weight unit of measure, weight UOM. So data type, for the quantity, you are having the data type called unit, UNIT. Okay, this you will have to unit key of quantity field. This you will have to select, and the number of characters, that's fine. If you press enter, it will take automatically. Okay, or 2 you will have to give maybe. Okay, that's fine. It has taken. Click on the save button, local object, and activate. It got activated, right? So here in the value range also you can see for the currency and quantity key field, you are not able to enter any fixed value, right? But here in value table you can enter. Fixed value is not possible, but here you can enter the value table. Okay, just activate this. So data element also got activated, and that's it. This is how you can handle the currency and quantity field. But some error is coming. Why this error? The reason behind, we have not maintained the reference table and reference key for this quantity field, right? For currency field I have already maintained, but here you can see this is blank, right? So what I will do, I will copy the same table, because in the same table I have, defined this unit, and I will copy this unit field over here, and that's it. Just save it, check this, and activate this. Okay, so this is how you can manage over here. Okay, currency and quantity field. Okay, now it's fine, and you can even put the entry also. Now you can go to table contents and create entries, or you can create a table maintenance generator, right? And through that also you can create the entry. So find a screen number, and here the display free numbers, it's fine. The first is fine, and the three, that's fine. Standard according, okay, no. Okay, I have told you in some classes that what is the meaning of this one, I will tell you. So what's the meaning of this one, actually I will let you know over here at this point of time. Okay, so maybe uh, I will give you some idea about this. So actually, I have told you about that whenever you are going to move any transport, okay, whenever you are going to move any changes from one system to another system, you require a, right, you require a transport request. Okay, so when you are going to do any development, okay, let me open the new slides. So when you are going to do any development over here in development system, right, then you are going to move into the quality system, then you are going to move it in the quality system, and after that, that code or whatever you are going to write or table, right, that is going to be, development, quality, and production system, right? You are having three systems typically. So in development you are going to do the development, in quantity you are going to in quality we are going to do the testing, and in production the code will go live and the people will use your code and everything over here in the production. Okay, so here in this case, I have created the table, this table I have created, right? So first it will get saved in the transport request. Currently you have seen that I'm saving in the local object because I don't want to transport. If I don't want to transport, every time I'm selecting it in the local package. That local package is also known as non-productive package because it will be here only. It will not go into any system. The reason behind this is the demo system. Okay, and I don't want to move the code ahead. So similarly, if you are going to put the entry into this table, it will ask you for the transport request. So maybe I will show you this particular things. Just click on this, just go back, and this transparent table, what I have done currently, I have saved in the local package. You can go here, attribute, and you can see $TMP I have used over here. So suppose if I want to move from local package to some transport, because I want to move into, in real scenario, I would like to move into uh, temporary package to some productive package. So what I will do, I will go to this utility, and here you will see the display object list. Okay, click on this button, and I think I have clicked on the wrong option. Okay, here you can see under the dollar temp, whatever the value you are having, it is coming. But what actually I want to put this particular transparent table in, you know in yeah, in transport. So you have to go to option and object directory entry. This is the place where you can come and go into change mode, and here you can give the package. If you initially forget to give the package, this is how also you can manage. So you can give some jet package, you can create some jet package which is going to move further into the quality, right? So I'm going to check if some package is already there. Okay, and if some package is already there, just I'm going to use that one. Okay, or even if you want, you can create your own package also. So maybe I can use this jade test package. I will let you know how to create the package. Okay, you can go to SAT transaction, and from there you can create the package. It's a very easy to create the package. Okay, I will let you know some class. So package I have selected, click on the save button. Once you click on the save button, it will ask for a transport request, because I have given the productive package. Now I have given jet package, not a $tmp I have given. So it is asking for the tr. So what I will do, in real time scenario, either your basis theme will give you the transport request, or you will be having the solution manager. There is a tool called solution manager given by the SAP. With the help of that tool, you yourself or whoever is the administrative person taking care of that solution manager will create a transport request and will share with you. Okay, and you can give that transport request over here, or you can also create, if you are allowed to create in your project, by click on this create request. Okay, so these are some options how you can create the how you can get the transport request, how to manage the transport request. So here, just for demo purpose, I'm showing you, and here you'll have to select but not mandatory. Let me see if it is asking for some project. Click on the save button. It is not asking for any project, that's fine. Click on this OK button, and this request got created. You can see S43K900. So now my table is saved in a TR, and I can move this into the quality system. Okay, but as of now, just you understand that this table got saved into the transport request. Okay, that table got saved into the transport request. And how to save into transport request, that also you learned, right? If you forgot initially to save into the transport request, right? So now what I'm trying to tell you over here, go to this utility, go to this table maintenance generator, and I wanted to show you the use of this particular tool, recording routine. Okay, so if you are going to select this first one, a standard recording routine, it will ask you for a transport request. Okay, if you don't select the first one, if you're going to select the second one, it will not ask for any transport request when you are going to create an entry into this particular table, right? You know that this TMG is nothing but a way by which we can maintain the entry into the table, right? So click on this create button. First I will show you without no or user or recording routine. Okay, click on this create button. So specify the number of overview screen it is telling. I'm going to use the one step. Give find a screen number, propose screen numbers, 3 automatically proposing. Click on this create button, and here also package it is asking. So if you want to save locally, you can save this TMG locally, or you can give the productive package JTest. Click on the save button, click on this local. So again I have given by mistake $tmp. So JTest you could have given, and at that point of time, uh, you know at that point of time it would have been asking to you about the TR. So because by mistake I have again chosen the dollar, you can go to over here, edit. Okay, maintain object, utility, change request. Okay, here you are able to see. Fine, no issue, not a problem. Okay, what I will do, I will delete it and I will again create. Okay, and this time I will save in a transport request, right? Click on this create button once again. One step, press enter. Already processing. It is telling JCust01 is already processed by the system. So what I will do, I will go back. I will go to utility. table maintenance generator. Once again, I will go and try to create. So find a screen number, give the screen number, click on this create button. Okay, again you can see that it is asking for the package. I want to give the productive package. Okay, you can give the local package also, but I'm just showing you how you can give the package. So click on the save button, that's it. And again it is asking for package for some other object. Click on this JTest and click on the save, and this time again it will ask you for the request. So click on this OK button, right? Okay, so I have created this particular artifact, means this particular table maintenance generator. Okay, this is the name of the object of the table maintenance generator, through which I can maintain the entry into the table. Okay, so this table has been saved into the this maintenance view has been saved into the transport request, right? And in this maintenance view, I have selected this option, the second option, no or user or recording routine. So when you are going to create the entry into the table, it will not ask you any transport request. So just go back and I will try to create a entry, create entries, and go to new and just give some value, ABCD, whatever. Here, I think this is the employee, this is the age, something like that, and this is the unit. So maybe no, the first one was the salary. The label is not coming because at the data element level we have not maintained the label. That's why the label is not coming. Okay, so that's why it is better practice to maintain the label. You can see here how I'm facing the problem. I'm not able to identify what is the field, right? Because I forgot to maintain the label. So 100, and maybe EUR I can give. 100 euro is the salary, and the weight is suppose 60 kg for the first employee, employee number one, right? Press enter and you can see the entry got saved over here, and click on the save button. It didn't ask about any of the transport request, right? Just go back now, just go back once again, go to utility, table maintenance generator, go into uh, going to change mode first, then go to utility, go to table maintenance generator, and here select the first option, standard recording routine. So when you are going to select this first option, it will ask you, you know it will ask you for, it will ask you for what? It will ask you for the transport request. When you will when you will I'm just going to uh, you know because I have changed the flag over here from none to a standard. So just I'm going to change mode and regenerating the screen and table maintenance generator again. Okay, by selecting all the option. So what I did, I click on this, I selected all the option. Okay, click on this OK button. Again, I have selected over there also all the option, right? Because I'm not sure what is the option for what. So just I'm selecting blindly all the option. So you can also do like this. Okay, and if you are expert enough, you can select the required field, required option over there. So click on the save button, that's fine. And it's already created with the standard recording routine, right? So now if we're going to create the entry, it will ask to you for a transport request. Click on this new entry and give the two, and maybe again some 1,000 euro, some people salary maybe 1,000 euro, and 70 kg is his weight. Click on the save button, and this time entry too long, enter in the format. Okay, press enter because I think I have selected only 3 characters, so maybe 800 I can use over here, and click on the save button now. Okay, and data already saved. It is not asking to me for a transport request. It should ask the reason behind why I have selected what option. I have selected that particular option, right? A standard recording routine. So that's the meaning of a standard recording routine. Here it is not showing. I don't know why. Let me check. I can, let me copy this table slash n sc11, or maybe what I will do, I will refresh the screen and again I will try. Okay, okay, again I will try. I have closed all the screens. Sometimes due to buffer and all, it creates the problem. So let me check if it is going to give or not. Okay, because I have selected over there a standard recording routine. Okay, so employee 1 2 just I'm giving, or maybe 3 number employee, just give some value over here again and click on the save button. Okay, this time you can see, right, it is asking for a transport request. Why? The reason behind, you have selected the standard recording routine. That means whenever you are going to give a new entry in this particular table through that table maintenance generator, through this table maintenance generator, it will ask you to save in a transport request so that you can move this entry from one system to another system, right? So this is the meaning of that particular, that particular, uh, that particular, uh, what flag, a standard recording routine or no or user. If you select no, it will not ask for a transport request while saving the data. Okay. Now there are two types of transport request. Okay. There are two types of transport request. Okay. There are two types of transport request. One is known as the workbench request and another is known as the customizing request. Okay. There are two types of transport request. One is, uh, transport request is of two types. One is workbench and another is customizing. So what is the meaning of workbench and what is the meaning of customizing? Okay. So generally what happens that, when you are going to write some code, that means ABAP code, okay, or when you are going to create some table, not table entry, okay, not the table entry, you are going to create some table. That means you are going to define some table. See, I have defined this table, that is, it is having this field, this field, this field, this is the data element. So this is the definition of the table. Okay, and the content is this one, right? If you click on this content and you run, so this is content and the definition is this one. Okay, so when you create any table, at that time also, you know it will ask you a transport request, and that transport request will be a workbench transport request. So ABAP code or any table definition, if you are going to create, at that time you will require to give the workbench request. Okay, very very important at that point of time. But in interview they will not ask such a kind of question, just for your knowledge, or maybe if some interviewer can ask, you cannot, you don't know. Okay, but you should know, right? Okay, so what is the transport request? So transport request is nothing but it is going to move from development to quality to production, right? And this is of two types. One is workbench and another is customizing. Here you are having in the customizing generally for the this is used to maintain the customizing table. This is this is this request is used to maintain the customizing table. Okay, and what is the T code for the transport request. So T code for the transport request is SC09, SC10, okay, SC01. So these are the T codes from where you can go and access the transport request. So you can go here and go to /n SC09, okay, and you can see that whatever the transport request with my user has been created, I want to display. Okay, and here you can see option customizing request, workbench request, transport of copies, relocations. So this is also, a type of request types, and this is also a relocations, but generally, customizing workbench and transport of copies being used very frequently. But transport of copies also consist of this customizing and workbench. So these are the basic, customizing request and workbench request is the basic one. So this you must understand, then other thing you will be understand gradually once you start working in a project. Okay, so customizing request and workbench request I want to display. Okay, so click on this display button, and here you can see that this is what I have created, the transport request. Okay, and this is what I have created my transport request. So just I have copied this one, and I will come to MS Paint over here. Maybe it will be helpful for me to explain it. So this actually, the first one is known as the transport request. This is known as the TR, or transport request over here. The first one, main TR. This is also known as main TR, main transport request. Okay, main TR or transport request. Okay, so this is the story of the first one. And the second one, here you can see, this is actually known as the task. Okay, this is known as task. So under one transport request you can have multiple tasks. Okay, under one transport request you can have multiple tasks. So this is known as task. So I'm just going to write it, task. And under one transport request, under one TR, you can have multiple tasks. Okay, so these things just for your understanding. And this button here, you can see this button, like if you press on this button, if you select any task here, you can select, put the cursor over here and click on this button, then what it will happen, that this task will be released. Okay, the task will be released, and one check mark will come over here. Okay, that means if you put the cursor over here and click on this release, it will, one checkbox will, one right sign, one check sign will come over here. So just I have clicked on this release button, and if the system is properly configured, it will get released. So this is the work of basis to configure and all these things. Okay, so just it is checking, system is checking whether it is possible to release or not. Okay, so if you click on this button, it will get released. But before releasing the task, we are supposed to check the consistency of the, whatever the object you have. You can see the table I have created inside this task. This is the name of my table, right? The table content, I have created one content, right? So you can see this is the content which, so all the relevant information you can see over here under the task. And now my task got released. That means this transport now can be moved, so you can understand, you can compare this uh, TR. Okay, you can compare this transport request as a big goods train. Okay, goods train, malgari, right, which is having multiple dabba, multiple, multiple boggy which are having. So these you can compare with the boggy. This task can be compared with the boggy. So one big train contains multiple boggy. Okay, so first you have to release the boggy, means first you will have to prepare the boggy, so you can create the multiple task. Okay, so you can click over here and you can go over here, and you can, by adding over here, just click on this OK button, it will again create one task. Again, if you want to create some task, you can, see, keep on. So once you release your task, and suppose, you know again you require to create one task, you can create like this, and again you can keep on releasing. Okay, but there is nothing over here, that's why it is, telling that, it is telling that it is unclassified. So maybe you can come over here, and the change type, you can click on the change type, and either you can use the repair or development. Okay, and just now you can try to release. Okay, so let me classify this one also, and I will try to release this one. Okay, so you got release, and this also got released. So like that, each boggy you have to release first, you have to prepare first, and then the final train you can release, right? Final train you can start for release. So this is also, this TR, this is actually known as TR, and this is known as the task. So you can put the cursor over here and click on this release directly. So generally we are not supposed to release the task directly. What will happen, that it will directly move into the quality system. But if you are allowed in your project, you can do. Okay, but if you
One
are
question.
allowed, yeah.
What is different repair and development and correction and unclassified? Difference.
Okay, so you were asking about what is the difference between the change type, right? So
Yes, yes.
let me add one more user over here. This is the new one. Go to this request type, go to change type, and here the three option you are seeing, right? Development or correction, that means one object you are using, that means this particular task you are using for an object where you are doing the development, initial development. Okay, or you are going to do the correction over there. So now you might be thinking, what is the difference between repair and correction, right? Development or correction and repair, right? So generally either of these two we select in order to make it classify. So development or correction both is same, and repair means already some object has been developed, and that develop in the second time you are going to mark it as a, I mean, suppose some program already you have created and you have moved into the quality, right? And again, you found some error over there. So now what you are going to do, again, you are going to repair that program. Okay, you are going to repair that program. So you can select that option. So either one of these two you can select. There is no, there is no impact on functionality as such, but just for the transport manager it will be easy for them to manage the transport. Okay, that's why this classification is there. There is no much significance, but this is the significance, that for them it will be managed. So either one of these two you will have to select based upon the whether it is type of repair or it is a new development. This first option is for the new development, new report or whatever new. So and the second option is for the repair. Okay, so first option you can select if you are going to use, if you're going to create some object newly. Okay, hope it's clear for you, right?
Yeah, I got.
Okay, good. So now what we are going to do, that I'm going to release once again this one, and once all the tasks is released, then only you can release the main tr. Okay, once all the task gets released, then only you can release the main tr. So main tr, you are not supposed to release directly, because you know but of course, like if we're taking care of this TR and how project it has been configured, based upon that you can take the decision and you can do. Or generally it is released by the basis people, or generally it is released by some some solution manager tool, like that it is released in terms of transport of copy or complete transport. There is again two concept come over here. Okay, I will not go in that much detail. Maybe I will prepare a separate some series of video based upon some basic stuff about the transport, and I will share with you. So this is this is the mandatory things which you are able, you should be able to understand about the transport. Now I told you when to select what is the meaning of that standard routine and what is the meaning of no standard. Like, so I will just note it down for your reference so that you will not forget. So you understood what is the meaning of this standard recording routine or no or user recording routine. So what I will do, and that I will copy this particular and I will paste in your PPT for your reference. And maybe for this also I will write that this is a button for release, and here itself I will write the note: once all the tasks are released, then only we can release the transport, the final transport. All right, so this is this is what the scenario is. So just copy this part and I will put in the PPT. Okay, so fine, I have put it over here, and now I will open a new slides and I will explain it about this one. So once again I will come over here and I will paste it. Okay, and here just I will try to make you understand that this standard routine, if you are going to select, it will ask you for the transport, ask for the transport. So if you are going to select the first option, it will ask you for the transport, and if you are going to select the second option, it will not ask for any transport. Okay, not ask for any transport. So this is the note: not ask for any transport while creating the entry into the table, right? While saving the entry via TMG, right? Ask for the transport while saving the entry via TMG. Hope it's clear for all of you. If you still face any doubt, feel free to ask. Okay, so I'm just going to copy these particular things and I will paste it in your PPT so that you will be able to use for your reference. So this transaction is nothing but your table maintenance, right? You know how to come directly. You can come this transaction using the SC54. Okay, this transaction directly you can come with the SC54. Okay, click on this display. Sorry, go to this change. I think no. Generate table maintenance dialog. How to generated objects. Yeah, you can see here, right? So you can select the second option and click on this display. So directly with the help of AC52 54 also, you can go into this transaction. So T code is AC54. Directly you can come over here. Just save it. Okay, fine. Hope it's clear for everyone. Now we will start our topic of report. Okay.